In the last election, the Republicans won a large majority. That was a huge chance that they had to control the agenda in a way they haven't been able to do at any time under the Obama administration. Now, some of the true conservatives in the Republican Party really wanted to use this as an opportunity to undo or at least prevent further damage done by the Obama administration. And the leadership in the Republican Party just did not seize that opportunity. And what's more is they criticized the true conservative wing of the Republican Party. This is exactly why a huge opportunity is being squandered here. And Ted Cruz is one, and he wanted to defund Obamacare. Now, in the end, he may not have succeeded, but at least the man wanted to fight against it. That is the problem, is the Republicans do not fight. They say, oh, well, this isn't the time, we have to fight later, this isn't the opportunity. Well, we can't win now, so we have to fight later. Well, you can't just fight when you know you're going to win. You have to fight. At the very least, it keeps the debate in the public eye. And that may allow you to win later, even if you can't now. But if you just be quiet and do not fight at all, you'll never have a chance to win. You'll never really develop the backbone to try to win. And sometimes you win when you don't really expect it. But these Republicans are so spineless. And I mean, Boehner and McConnell are they are some of the most spineless creatures. And not only spineless, but I think really unprincipled. And, this Trans-Pacific Partnership, if it goes through, will hand Obama even more power than he has already. And I don't know why so many in Congress are so keen to hand their power over to the executive branch of government, but they are. And again, it's the likes of McCain and McConnell and Boehner that are so keen to do it. And they just will not fight. And that's why I really had wished that they had ousted Boehner and McConnell from the leadership. That they're not leaders. They aren't willing to risk anything to do what's right. And so now we're in a situation where this Trans-Pacific Partnership is just going to be another blank check for Obama. It's something that he can make trade deals with foreign powers, and he can do it unilaterally. This is another thing that can be modified at the will of the executive after it's passed. It's handing Obama a huge amount of power. And it's kind of a politics makes strange bedfellows kind of situation here, because you have the Tea Party within the Republican Party that's really fighting against this, and you have liberal Democrats that are fighting against this. And the Tea Party, just because they don't want to hand Obama power, and the liberal wing of the Democrats because they're in the pockets of the trade unions. So different motivations, but they are not wanting to hand this power over to Obama. And in the case of the Democrats, it's a case of the right thing happening for the wrong reason, but you have to take what you can get sometimes. As, I don't care what their motivation is behind it as far as the Democrats are concerned. This just cannot happen. And so even if their motivations aren't the right ones, their actions are the right ones. And I'm just so disappointed in it. And now the last news on this Pacific Trade Pact is that it's dead. And this is why I'm so disappointed in McConnell and Boehner, because not only do they have the courage not to fight for what's right, but when the right thing happens, they're trying to undo the right thing. These clowns, McConnell and Boehner, are trying to bring this thing back from the grave. So not only are they spineless, but they're willing to try to revive a destructive law. I don't understand their motivation. It's even worse than spinelessness. It's even worse than a lack of principle. They're actively trying to do the wrong thing. They aren't passively allowing the wrong thing to happen, which is bad enough. They're actively trying to do the wrong thing. What in the world is wrong with these people? And why is it that we as Americans are why is it that we as Americans just aren't more up in arms and pissed off at the people we have in our government? I'll never know. If we don't start to wake up now with all the stuff going on in this country, I just don't think that we ever will until it's too late. And regardless of whether you're Republican or Democrat or affiliate with some other party, whether you're left leaning or right leaning, I don't care. We are all Americans, and our freedoms are being taken away. And when they're finally irreparably gone, everyone across the political spectrum is going to miss them.